In this video, I'll show you how to use your Casio FX9860 to solve linear equations like these two. Now, the trick involves thinking of the left-hand side as a linear function and the right-hand side as a linear function. So we want to graph these two. We know they're going to be straight lines. Let's get up our graphics calculator and do that. So we're in run mode. We need to get into graphing mode. So we hit menu, go down to graph, enter graphing mode. And in Y1, we're going to put the first equation, 2x take 3. Enter it. In Y2, we're going to put the second one, y equals x take 1. And then to draw a graph of that, we hit F6 for draw. And we see two graphs. The important thing is the point of intersection. This equation will be solved when the graphs have the same y value and also the same x value. Now it's the x value we're interested in to solve this equation. So we can read off the x value here. It seems to be about 2, but we can't be 100% sure about that. And in some problems, it may not be a whole number. It might be hard to read off. So this is the way we can read off or check the value x equals 2. We go to Shift, G solve, and the thing we're interested in here is ISCT, which stands for intersection. So we can hit F5. And down the bottom here, it tells us the point of intersection, x equals 2, y equals 1, 2, 1. So x equals 2 is what solves this. And when we plug in x equals 2 into each side, we'll get the y value, or should get the y value, which is 1. Let's try it. 2 2's are 4, take 3 is 1. Yes. 2 take 1 is 1. Yes. So x equals 2 does solve that equation. What about this one? Same idea. Let y equal the left-hand side. One linear equation. Graph when we graph it. Y equals 5 brackets x takes 7. When we graph that, also going to be a straight line. So let's do it. We need to go back where we're into the equations. We need to go up here and we can type over the one that's already there. So y1 is 3x plus 5. Enter it. Second one, y2 is 5 brackets x take 7. Close the bracket. Enter it. Draw the graph. This time we're in trouble because we only see one graph for a start. The other one's probably off the screen. Before we can find the point of intersection between these two, unfortunately it has to be in the view window. We have to be able to see the point of intersection. So we have to play around with the window till we can see the point of intersection. Now sometimes you can have a bit of a think about this and think what values you might like to choose, but we need to go into Shift, View window. Perhaps we'll just leave the x's alone for the moment. So we're going to go down and put in the y values. Now let's put a big range in here, say negative 20 to 20. Let's go back and draw the graph. And right, well this is the start because we now see both the graph, but the point of intersection is way off to the top right here. So we go back into our view window and think about it again. First of all, we realise there's not going to be any, it's going to be positive x and positive y. So let's start at 0. And then this one, well, I might not make it something ridiculous like 100. Then we'll come down here. We know it's above y equals 0. And why not make this one 100 also? Surely it's going to be in that view window. So we go back, exit, draw the graph, and yeah, there it is. Impossible to read it off though. So now we need to go into our Shift, G-solve again, find the intersection, and there it is. It tells us x equals 20. Don't care much about y. X equals 20 will be the value that solves this. What the 65 is again, should be, is the value of the left-hand side and the right-hand side. when x equals 20. Let's check it. 3 20s, 60, plus 5, 65. Correct. Right hand side. 20 takes 7, 13. 5 13s are 65. It works. But the important thing, x equals 20 is the value which will solve this equation.